Good afternoon and welcome to WEFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Courts and Vincent Limited.
Union Island, we're coming to you. Join us on Thursday 3rd and Friday 4th March at the U Malzak Square in Clifton, 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Great prices on small appliances, TVs, electronics, and more from Quartz. Get free eye exams, plus 50% off sunglasses from Quartz Optical, and quick approval loans from Quartz Ready Cash, with the chance to win amazing prizes. It's March Madness in Union Island. Thursday 3rd and Friday 4th, 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Great deals and huge savings are coming your way. See you there.
Welcome back to WEFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Courts and Vincent Limited. I am your presenter, Rajiv Providence. First, on the local scene, TM Athletics St. Vincent and the Grenadines, TASVG, the governing body for the sport of athletics locally, via an official release, indicated that they have joined the increasing number of organizations that constitute the global sports fraternity in issuing the strongest possible condemnation of Russia for its invasion of Ukraine. Today, we acknowledge the awakening of the international sports fraternity to the reality that the actions of the Russian government against the government and people of Ukraine cannot be tolerated and that it requires a very strong global response. Silence is not an option as we watch the bombing of the Ukrainian people. We acknowledge that silence may well be tantamount to complicity, TASVG stated in their release. TASVG called upon all of the members of the global athletics fraternity to stand together in their condemnation of the Russian invasion of Ukraine and insisted on an international appeal for peace and cessation of the conflict that is already claiming significant lives. The St. Vincent and the Grenadines Olympic Committee, in their own release issued yesterday, has also firmly condemned the Russian invasion of Ukraine. The St. Vincent and the Grenadines Postal Corporation will be providing additional service time to its customers for 1 hour earlier from 7 a.m. daily, beginning today, Tuesday, March 1st, 2022. SVG Post says this upgrade is in an effort to cater to its many loyal customers who arrive into Kingston early in the morning before the traditional business opening hour of 8 a.m. We have listened to the many concerns raised by two sets of customers. There are those who have to get to work at 8 a.m. but would like to access our services before doing so. Additionally, many senior citizens arrive into Kingston very early in the morning and would have to spend a long time waiting for the regular 8 a.m. opening time. We want to help them to get their business done so that they can return to the comfort of their homes, Mrs. Jacqueline Adams Oliver, Director of Postal Services, said. All of the SVG Post counter services will include letter mail, bill payment, and remittance transfers will be available at the new operating time at the head office in Kingstown. The operating hours at the district offices remain at 8:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Still on the local scene, police have arrested and charged Asauda Bennett of Roland Hill with the offenses of possession of an unlicensed firearm and possession of unlicensed ammunition. According to a release from the Public Relations and Complaints Department of the Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force at about 7:41 p.m., on Thursday, February 24th at Pembroke, Bennett was allegedly met with one 9mm pistol and 3 rounds of 9mm ammunition in his possession without a license issued under the Firearms Act. He appeared before the Serious Offences Court on Monday, February 28th, to answer the charges and pled not guilty. Bennett was granted bail in the sum of $12,000 with one surety. The matter was adjourned to March 22nd, 2022. On to news in the region. The Guyana Defense Force, the GDF, has denied social media reports that members of the Venezuelan army had conducted operations on Guyanese soil and destroyed equipment. The Guyana Defense Force wishes to condemn and debunk a social media post which alleges that the Venezuelan military conducted operations in Guyana's territory that destroyed 2 excavators in Region 7. Such reckless and irresponsible posts only serve to unnecessarily increase public tension and anxiety about Guyana's national defense and security, the GDF said in a statement. In December of 2020, the International Court of Justice, the ICJ, said it would hear Guyana's request for a ratification of the current border with Venezuela. Caracas maintains the ICJ has no jurisdiction in the matter and wants Guyana to engage in bilateral talks instead. The dispute has sparked past skirmishes. In 2013, Venezuela's Navy briefly seized a research vessel working under contract from the US firm Anadarko. And in December 2018, ExxonMobil suspended seismic surveys on a part of its acreage license after a research vessel it contracted was approached by a Venezuelan Navy ship. Colorectal cancer and other preventable cancers are on the rise in Barbados. According to data from the Barbados National Registry (BNR), cancer of the colon and rectum, often grouped as colorectal cancer, is the third leading type of cancer globally and continues to be the case in Barbados as well. Additionally, it is the third leading cause of cancer-related deaths. The number of cases diagnosed in Barbados rose from 124 in 2008 to 163 in 2015, the BNR disclosed in its report. Furthermore, there were 66 deaths from this type of cancer in 2008 and 98 deaths recorded in 2015. The World Cancer Research Fund suggests that inactivity, lack of dietary fiber and whole grains, reduced calcium, insufficient fruit, and dietary intake, increased consumption of red and processed meat, in addition to being overweight and consuming alcohol, increases the risk of colorectal cancer. On the international scene, Russian missiles and rockets have hit the cultural heart of Ukraine's second largest city in what officials said was a deadly and cruel attack. An opera house, concert hall, and government offices were hit in Freedom Square in the center of the northeastern city of Kharkiv. At least 20 people, including a child, were injured, but authorities are still trying to clarify the death toll. The attack came as Ukraine's president said Russia was committing war crimes. This is the price of freedom, President Volodymyr Zelensky said. This is terror against Ukraine. There were no military targets in the square, nor are there in those residential districts in Kharkiv, which come under rocket artillery fire, he added. Video footage showed a missile hitting the local government building and exploding, causing a massive fireball and blowing out windows of surrounding buildings. Freedom Square is the second largest city center square in Europe and a landmark of the city. And finally, in sports, Russian football clubs and national teams have been suspended from all competitions by FIFA and UEFA after the country's invasion of Ukraine. The world and European football governing bodies said they would be banned until further notice. It means the Russians' men's teams will not play their World Cup playoff matches next month, and the women's team have been banned from this summer's Euro 2022 competition. Spartak Moscow have also been kicked out of the Europa League, and their last 16 opponents, RB Leipzig, will advance to the quarterfinals. UEFA has also ended its sponsorship with Russian energy giant Gazprom. This has been WEFM's Midday News. I have been your presenter, Rajiv Providence. Join us again at 3 p.m. for WEFM's 3 p.m. News. WEFM's Midday News is brought to you with the kind compliments of Court St. Vincent Limited.
Love our style at Quartz Optical, Toscana, Ray-Ban, Armani, and much more with up to 75% off selected frames. Buy that frame and pay nothing for 30 days. Book your eye examination online today on www.quartzoptical.com. We've got the frames you love only at Quartz Optical. Value you can't see. Special conditions apply.